And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning's Team show for Friday, September 20th. Getting ready for our football weekend action last night in the NFL. The New York Jets with a dominating performance over the New England Patriots. They did their job. The Patriots didn't. Jets all over New England. And boy, college game. I didn't see that one coming last night. South Alabama rolling App State. Yeah, we might have squeaked in with the under there by maybe a half a point. Maybe somebody pushed. But South Alabama with a convincing victory over App State last night. How'd you do? NFL, college football, of course, the WNBA wrapped up their season as well. We know the playoff matchups. They're going to go right up against the NFL. Good job. Guess we'll just play our games at the time, the most popular betting sport. But remember, like I said, the fans will go to the games. It doesn't matter. I mean, they just played the game last night in Washington with a WNBA record crowd, over 20,000, to see the Fever and the Mystics. Also, Shohei Ohtani with the best game in the history of Major League Baseball. I said it. Yep. I think anybody who objectively looks at it maybe could agree that Ohtani turned in not only a terrific performance, maybe something that's never been achieved. I don't think it ever has been in the history of the game, but he also did it while setting his own milestones that'll likely take decades, I would guess, to be broken here. We'll all be long gone by then. Man, Ohtani, he is out of this world. Dodgers yesterday, 20 runs, and maybe the offense will be enough to overcome any shortcomings in that rotation come the postseason. So we'll talk about all the games in Major League Baseball today and get the date right, maybe on our banner. Otherwise, you guys would think we're here on the wrong day. Oh, man. Well, at least the games are right, I hope. There we go. All right, should we start the show over? From the sport Friday, September 20th. Thanks to everybody rolling in here in the chat. We'll get rolling here in just a moment, previewing the games, college football games tonight with five undefeated teams in action tonight. Two of the games featuring 3-0 teams facing off in one another. So it should be a good night of college football. Who's here? Who's here? And it is Mark Frost. He's first up. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you stepping in to be first up here in the chat on the Morning's Team. Ray Otachi here. Hey, everyone, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, the Sports Money Network. Had a great time last night watching the guys and Thursday night football. A really terrific job by those guys. And, what can I say? I had the pick wrong here yesterday, taking the Patriots. I think I got it, the tempo right here. Gave out the under as a premium pick selection, but certainly the Patriots have no business right now against teams like the Jets. Don't know what it means about that first game. Maybe I guess we got to downgrade the Bengals, huh? 1K protection firm here. Good to have 1K protection firm always around. And here's our Tomps as well. M Looks is here. And who else? Tom Leach, been a great contributor here of late. Nice to have Juice here in the chat. Philly Eagle Flyer is here. Steam plays are going off in the background. So let's see what the line service is seeing here this morning. The Yankees and the A's. We're seeing the first steam, at least with us here on the show. This one's getting steam to the over. Get it right, the under here with Garrett Cole and TJ Ginn. Under 8.5 or so. I think we're already seeing some 8 over 20s, but right now, maybe a little bit of steam rolling in here. I'll maybe take a peek at the line as well. Yankees and Athletics here. First action here, and I'm showing 7.5 over 22 at Bet Online. Looks like some of these books are a little slow to the punch here offshore right now. Bovada might be a little slow and dragging here as this one kind of moves here to the under with the Yankees and the A's. I'm not sure. Here we go. There we go. We'll have to come back and visit that one. That one looks a little interesting to me. All right. Tom Leach talking about the action in the Champions League. We had some winners here. We had premium winners yesterday in the Champions League with Benfica yesterday as a premium pick winner. We also had Leverkusen as a premium pick winner. We had Leipzig. Leipzig said, you know what? We needed that win. Oh no, what was it? Oh no, we just had no. I'm sorry, you guys. We had the over in the Leipzig game. Madrid, of course, got. We had Atletico Madrid. What was the loss we had? Oh, Barcelona yesterday, and we lost with Arsenal. What team was saying they needed that win yesterday? Was it Benfica yesterday? Gerardo here as well. Hello, hello, and we'll get ready to roll here on the show. Yesterday we did have some okay winners here in the WNBA, but man, those results were pretty mixed with that last game of the season, and we're ready to roll with the playoffs here. Like I said, really bummer that they're going to run it right up against the NFL. Some of the teams maybe avoided that situation. So we know the matchups here, though, moving forward in the postseason, and we'll see. It'll be Atlanta and the Liberty right up in that first NFL window. Remember, the format here in the first round is the better seeded team will get the first two games at home. That way, if they win those games, they get nice rest. They're all cushy. They're expected to win. But if they have to play a third game, they go on the road for one game against that other team who, earn the right to play that game at home. So that's the way it works. But it's Atlanta and the Liberty, Fever at the Sun, Mercury at the Lynx, and Storm at the Aces on Sunday as they get rolling in the WNBA. All right. And hey, you can get my plays, more plays from me every day over at the winnable.com site. You can call it up on your phone. You can click the QR code in the screen. Have a pretty good run right now. I just swept my Asian baseball plays overnight. Went 4-0, 3-0 in Japan, 1-0 1-0. I think we're winning there in that late game. It might actually be a final right now in Taiwan, but rolled there. And we also rolled some tennis winners last night with Kachmazov and also who else we have? Kukushkin. We had a play on Kukushkin as well. So we rolled off three winners, I think, there. And then we're in a couple battles right now with Hartono. Was a 4-4 there in the first set. We got a few more on the way. So sign up. You get some more plays right now. I think I've got 3 or 4 matches still to go with some of the matches in Korea. They're getting pushed back, or at least I was trying to figure out the timing over there, just a little bit off, but more plays available. Just sign up with me over there at the Winnable app. It's absolutely free to join my plays. You get more picks from me when I'm off the air here. We try to give you some great winners, but you want to get more picks from me, I'm sending them out over at the Winnable app. And also, I do have a paywall over there for my best plays, so you can save 20% off all of those packages. Why not hook up with me for the weekend with a lot of college football? I'm probably going to roll premiums out there, probably a couple dozen for sure on the weekend with the college football and the extra board as well. All right. Appreciate that. Hey, how about the breaking news from Shams? I guess, Shams, and I'm not Woj anymore, but Shams was always right there too, breaking half the stories anyways. And it was the news was Joel Embiid signing a huge extension, making his contract now worth $301 million. And he'll be a 76er until 2029. And hopefully Joel Embiid stays healthy and on the court and can finally lead the Sixers to some glory here. Yeah, they could use a little bit more, but Joel Embiid was born to be a Sixer, and he's going to be rich. He's already a rich man. He's super rich here with nearly $350 million on that contract. So great job, Joel Embiid. Big time extension here. Just breaking news within the last hour or so. I think they were talking about it, but makes it official here with Embiid. All right. Appreciate it. Let's see who else is in the chat. We'll get rolling with the show here on a Friday. and we'll see what we got with you guys. I think we're ready to go with the show. And yep, our Tom's was getting involved with the soccer with me. And hopes Joel Embiid shows up. Yeah, we're running through some winners right now, so sign up with me over there. Definitely having a pretty good run. Hope we get some winners for you here on the show as well. Consensus had some winners certainly yesterday. I know we had a good one in there, and with the Cleveland Guardians yesterday with Cantillo. All right, let's get rolling here with a little bit of college football to start us off. Running down the card, get you the latest lines, the latest line moves, and a little preview of each game and a pick of each game. The way we work it here, you can join us in the chat with the Chat All-Stars and put your picks in there. Try to run through the best comments on the screen that I can read anyway. I'm pretty good at reading them, so just type in the team you like, and I'll make it work. And tomorrow it'll be even more hectic, but we got 3 college football games tonight. We can talk about them right now with Stanford here on the road against Syracuse with an ACC game here for Stanford. They'll play their first Atlantic Coast Conference game here against the Orange. It was funny when the Orange joined the ACC, right? We wondered what was going on back then, but nonetheless, here we got a great matchup of 2 teams. Stanford comes in with a 1-1 record here. They lost. Remember, what was it? They come in 3-9. They lost 9 games in each of the last 3 seasons. They got a pretty good coach here in Taylor, and he does seem to be getting it a bit turned around here for Stanford coming into this year. They got a quarterback that played pretty much every game last year. They have terrible numbers. There's no doubt about it. They don't really cover very well on the road, but we're in a new situation here, and I've kind of tried to sell on the Pac-12 situation moving into this conference that these 2 teams would do pretty well. I think we've seen some good things from Cal. For Stanford, though, their numbers are just so bad covering the spread. 4-9 against the spread as a road underdog last 13. 8-20 against the spread as an underdog last 28. They were terrible against the spread in the Pac-12, so we'll see how it fares against Syracuse here. The move has obviously been on Stanford here. Syracuse was as high as, I would say maybe as opening mostly 9 or 9.5, but there were some numbers out there a little bit higher back further there, and but the move here has been a little bit towards Stanford in this one. Total here at 56.5. That move has been to the under on some widely reported steam. Handicappers certainly seem to be, to me, in favor of Syracuse here by maybe more than a 2-1 margin on a survey of, about 15 or so handicappers seem to like the favorite here with Syracuse, but I'm going to take the under as my play here in this one. Syracuse comes in having won their first 2 games of the season. They have a good-looking quarterback here, certainly coming in from Ohio State in McCord. He's done a pretty good job so far. Syracuse strong as a home favorite, 8-4-1 last 3 years as a home favorite, but they're not very good in ACC play covering numbers with just a 6-11 record in conference games over the last 2 seasons. So I'm going to end up on the under here with the total at 56.5 as my play, and I'm probably going to be able to get a premium out of this game tonight. So give me the under here and see if you guys have any plays in this one with hey, Thomas is here today. Thomas Bird, that is. And here is Thomas Lewis on Stanford. Want to say hello and welcome to Rob McMahon here joining us on the Sports Money Network. Thank you, Rob, for saying hello. Here's our Thompson's going to take Syracuse, though, lay those points tonight. Lando's here, and 1K Protection Firm wants to lay it as well. Says Syracuse is certainly looking good here right now. I'm putting a lot of faith maybe in Taylor, but I'm going to take the under as my play here on the show. Making a few more plays here. And it's Hugh. He says take Syracuse. All right. Next up, all right, the Fighting Illini and Cornhuskers here, nighttime in Lincoln. That's what's caught my attention here. I'm already on record. Maybe, and I even feel like I got some blowback from the network here. Some of the it feels like I'm going to be on an island here with my Cornhuskers. I'm a longtime Huskers fan, and even when the times sucked, quite frankly, over many years here, I just feel like it's a little bit different now in Lincoln. I think that we finally got our man with Matt Rule. Credit to Illinois, they've done a great job too, but I just think I have Nebraska more as I know they're both ranked right now, but I have Nebraska as a legitimately ranked team at this point. And Illinois, I think, is a little bit short of this here right now. Now, the spread has obviously gone up and making it pretty tough here. I say gone up, it's a high spread anyway. It's actually gone down a little bit here. Illinois has been the move, no doubt. Opened as high as 10 at circa. We're starting to see 7.5s out there right now. I want the Huskers, quite frankly, in this one. I think they have a good quarterback here, and I don't know if that's always. Yeah, I mean, Martinez and everything, that looked pretty good. But I think with this freshman right now, they have their man in Raiola here. Illinois, great D, we know that. And Bielma, always a great underdog. I can't fight these trends with Bielma. 9-3 against the spread so far with Illinois. 24-16 is in his career as a dog. So both of Illinois' first two games stayed under here, but man, this is some big time pressure to the under. Was as high as 44 or so. And I don't know. I think it's getting kind of low, maybe. I know it might reek of Big Ten under situation here, but I'm going to think that Nebraska might be pretty solid here offensively coming in. Illinois certainly decent, but I don't know if they have the big guys on the offensive line to match their Nebraska here. I really trust this unit, and it's going to be tough to get this number, so that's why it's going to be a free play for me. But I feel like I'm in the minority here. I think most people are going to drift towards Illinois. The widely reported steam was on Illinois, and it's been a long time that Nebraska's really had any excitement at all. And well, it just feels like just a notch up this year, and I just wonder if Illinois is going to be able to. I don't want to say slow them down, but 42 points here. I know typically we think under. Let's see what you guys think in this one with Illinois and Nebraska. Our Tomps does like the team total over. Rob says under, under, under. Ooh. Thomas says Nebraska in the first half, and he also likes the under. And hello to Luis today. Thank you, Luis. All right. Give you guys another second here, maybe. And so far, with Rule, he's not a big time cover just yet. Nebraska, really a team that doesn't really bounce well off of a big victory. So, and Perky's here this morning as well. Thank you, Perky. Let's do it. And we will get that money, make that money. In fact, I'm having a pretty good run here right now, overnight for sure. Okay, that's it, I guess, with Illinois and Nebraska. Nobody has too much in that one. Illinois has been really taking advantage of those turnovers. I don't think the, awesome start is wrong. They did, win their games pretty comfortably here by a touchdown and by 3 touchdowns. So, all right, one more tonight. See what we got here. And it'll be the Spartans of San Jose State with Coach Niumatalolo. I always thought, did such a great job, certainly with Navy, and you just wondered what he could do. And if you're at San Jose State, so I don't know. I thought Coach Ken would be able to guide even a better program. I mean, he did such an awesome job, right? But maybe this is the right situation for Coach Ken. going to be pretty much up against it here, but the move is obviously on San Jose. I'm showing, this one was as high as maybe what, 14 and a half here. The total is dipped here to about 55 in this one, but I don't know. I think Washington State might be able to lick their chops a little bit against the San Jose State defense, but to me, it does feel like everybody's talking about this Washington game as a bit of a sandwich here. Uh, Washington State, you guys. Let me fix that. You guys are probably already saying something. I'm talking Washington State. Hope you guys kind of got the gist of that anyway. Just have the graphic wrong with the Cougars, but it's really just a sandwich spot here for Washington State is the way it's being dialed up by some analysts. You've got Washington State, of course, beat Washington last week in that crazy game, 24-19, and next week Washington State will travel to face Boise. Meanwhile, you got a San Jose State team that has been quite the surprise here this year. And look, San Jose State's kind of been a team on the rise. I mean, look, their coach ended up going to a pretty good program at Arizona. So, Matalolo comes in here. You're always going to kind of trust him. San Jose State, they got a lot of broken parts that needed to be fixed, but he's the man to do it here in this one. It's a mismatch to a certain extent, but I'm going to think Washington State's going to be able to score, and I think they're now going to have a little bit of less care here, and maybe San Jose State gets trailing from behind. Coach Ken was always pretty solid as a road underdog, 32-19 in his career so far. So the Cougars here, pretty good looking sophomore quarterback with 700 yards passing in a couple of games so far right now. And Washington State been pretty good as a favorite here under Coach Dickert. Also, they're 13-6-1 against the spread last 20 games, coming off of a win. So I'm going to end up on an over here in this one. I think Washington State can certainly get their share. And I think San Jose State, maybe even live here to cover 2 touchdowns or so, all the way down to 12. That's a move for sure. Like I said, there were mostly 14s out there to start. Some books even opened it up as I show 15 here in Las Vegas at the South Point when it opened up. But everybody right now down to 12 or 12 and a half here with a pretty sharp move. Steam came in on San Jose State. So if you like a little bit of value with the bigger conference against a team that, well, they really don't have great history there. I can explain some San Jose State, success stories, certainly. Really interesting program throughout its history. They almost lost football at San Jose State, but I'm glad it's back. Thomas Lewis says San Jose State and under. I'm going to turn real quick to a little bit of baseball steam just to keep you guys informed of the latest line moves. That's what we do here on the Morning Steam. Right now, the Detroit Tigers in their matchup against the Baltimore Orioles. Corbin Burns was about a $2 favorite, maybe just a little less, but maybe that was just a little bit too much, as I like to say, for the Sharps. And they're coming in. I'm having some deja vu, some real deja vu right now here. Didn't we just talk about Carter Montero taking some steam against we have to research this, but feel like we just said the same exact thing last week, that the line was too high and the Tigers were taking some steam here. So steam right now coming in on the Tigers. All right. Final. Thomas says he is taking the points here with San Jose. Art Thompson on San Jose as well. So it almost feels a little bit consensus-y. We're not getting a lot of contributions from the chat all-stars with the football games, but maybe they're just waiting for us to make the play here and check out my plays over at Winnable, see if I agree with these chat all-stars here today on this one. So I'm going to take the over, though, as my play here in this one. So I've got under in Stanford, Syracuse. I've got the Huskers, and I'm going over in San Jose State in Washington State. That's a look at college football. Now, tomorrow we'll preview every game, so come with your rotation orders ready, and we're going to run them down. And, we're not going to wait for everyone to make their pick. You can make a pick on any game at any time tomorrow, and as long as it's clear and concise, I'll just mention it. And That's how we're going to roll tomorrow's show. I want to say hello to Randall Sheffield in this one. And thank you, Randall. Appreciate that. I'm going to say Picayune, Mississippi. I think that's what that says right there. Thank you, Randall. And he's a member of Sports Money Network. Appreciate that. All right, I guess that's it for college football today. Let's go over the baseball card. At least we got one more day of talking about every team. I'm sure next week we'll still do every team, but not tomorrow. We'll be lucky to get just to the playoff teams. And we saw more teams. We saw get their postseason bid berth in there. Our Guardians, how about it? Good morning to Darren. All right, there is one game today, one day game in Major League Baseball. So why not just go with a little double play here? I think in this one, I like the side and the total, I feel like, here with the Nationals taking on the Cubs in this one. It'll be Williams here going up against Tyone. Williams has been quite solid here, actually, for the Nationals. Quite profitable. Feels like he's the man, actually, when it comes to betting on the Nationals. So probably want to find a way to get with Williams here. 11 starts. He's got a 5-0 record. The Nationals are 9-2 with Williams on the mound so far. 2.22 ERA. He's been pretty darn good. So look, this over now, Cubs. Thanks for participating here this season. They still, let's see, technically still breathing here right now, but come on, let's be real. I'm going to grab the Nationals here, and I think the under as well. We saw some widely reported steam come in on the under, and I'm all about it. Right now, though, it's still 9, even juice to the over here. I like that even better. So I've got a double play today. I'm going both side and total, one day game in baseball here. There's also some soccer this afternoon in some of the major leagues with the, I think we got, I'm just talking about our daytime action, couple of games in Italy, got one in Spain as well, and some Mexican soccer tonight. Maybe I'll take a look. All right. But as far as this one's concerned, I'm down with the Nationals on the run line. And what is that run line here? Minus plus 1.5 at minus $1.35 or so with the Nationals today. Maybe sprinkle some money line. Okay, any plays here from the chat? Let's take a look. With this one, our day game here with our Tom's going to come back with the Nationals on the run line. Here's Darren, Nationals first 5 in full game. Luis is on the Nats. We've already determined that this is a consensus play. I'm on the Nationals. I knew it. I knew I'd be on the consensus side here with the Nationals. And I'll give out the under as well. Have a little fun with a double play on Cubs Friday. It's not a Friday without the Cubs at home on a day game. All right, next up will be the Pirates here with Keller on the mound going up against Nick Martinez of the Reds. And I got to like Keller here probably in this spot against Martinez. I know Martinez looked pretty good that last outing, but still the Pirates 17-12 with Keller on the mound. You're getting a little bit of even money here. I guess even money at this point. So not totally, thinking it's a overwhelming selection here, but I'm going to take the Pirates in this particular matchup against the Reds here and Nick Martinez. For Martinez, he comes in with a better ERA, 3.37. Like I said, that was a good outing last time, it felt like. So at home, maybe he can get it together, but we'll see here. Let's see what you guys have, and maybe I can here we go with first up, Luis. Thank you, Luis. He's on the Reds in this one, and Thomas likes the Reds as well. So I'm against them here. Pittsburgh's won 5 of the last 6 meetings against the Reds right now. Cincinnati has gone over in 5 of their last 6 games, but Pittsburgh's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games. Our Tomps likes the Reds as well. And Darren says give him the under in the first 5. So I'm against the chat here. Again, I'm taking the Bucks in this one. Next up, the Blue Jays on the road here with Jose Berrios taking on the Rays here. And Tyler Alexander in this one for Toronto here. Man, they looked pretty sharp yesterday. Saw Vladdy hit one out there. And we did have a premium pick winner on the under in that game. Gausman was very, very sharp, although he left with an injury. And Rocker might have got rocked a little bit, but they got some runs later on as well. So we did strike with the under in that one, and I think it was a 5-0 ball game. So in this one, though, with Berrios here, Berrios, let me see here. Let me get the rotation here. I can take a look at some of these numbers for these guys. All right. For Berrios here, comes in with a 3.44 ERA overall. Alexander, we know what he does for the Rays. He's a opener here. Can go a little bit longer, but nonetheless, Rays are just 3-4 with him on the mound this season in 7 starts, but he has a 5.58 ERA overall. I think I'm willing to try Toronto here in this one, going up against the Rays. Toronto, too little too late, but they're playing okay right now, and I'm going to grab them here. Let's see what the line currently is. Still, the Rays are favored $1.15 or so in this one. I will say that 11 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams in Tampa Bay have gone over, despite yesterday's. They were playing Texas, anyways. 11 of the last 12. Let's just stick with that. 11 of the last 12 games between these two teams here in Tampa Bay have gone over right now, although Tampa Bay has gone under in 7 of their last 8 games overall. So let me take Toronto here as my pick. On the morning steam, I'll take the Blue Jays. See if you guys have a pick here in this one. It's going to be Luis on the Jays, Juice on the Jays, and Thomas is on the Reds. Fernando's going to lean to the Jays, and our Tomps says Blue Jays in this one. I'm on the Jays as well. All right, next up, here's the game we talked about with that steam that came in on Detroit here, and let's see if this thing's knocked down to what, $1.75 or so. Showing $1.65 right now at Bet Online, even $1.63. So I think this is definitely at least worth an update to about $1.75, maybe at some of the square shops here right now. Total mostly 7.5 to the over, although I do see an 8 under out there currently in this one. For Corbin Burns here, a 3.06 ERA. The Orioles 19-11 with Burns on the mound this season, although he has gone over in 16 of his 26 totals decisions overall this season. For Montero, 9-6 record for Detroit with Montero. He has a 4.6 ERA here. I want to side with this team. I actually wanted to play as a premium. I don't know about the total here. I'm probably going to try to take Detroit. I think this run line probably has gone to plus 1.5 at minus 145. So I'm going to try the run line here with Detroit in this one with Montero. See if you guys have some plays here in this one. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Baltimore, though, has won 4 out of the last 5 meetings between these two in Baltimore. Baltimore moved back to within 4 games of the Yankees. Doesn't feel like they'll be able to make this move here, but was a positive night overall for the O's. after the Mariners were able to get that win, and the Orioles took down the Giants as we had here. I had them here on the show yesterday. Okay, Tigers here for Thomas. He's on the Tigers. Luis is on the Tigers. Ray says Tigers first five. Art Thomas is on the Tigers. Everybody's on the Tigers. I'm on the Tigers here. So consensus play is on the Tigers, and it'll be on the run line, maybe because of me being weak on it a little bit, but thank you also to Thomas. Like and subscribe, share our channel, Sports Money here, our growing channel. And we're on the Tigers here for a little bit of consensus. All right, a little bit of steam coming in right now, and why not take a look at some of these college football plays that are moving right now. These are some of the games that we'll cover here tomorrow. Arkansas State, Iowa State. We're seeing some steam right here to the under 52 right now. Arkansas State, Iowa State. Right now, the total is moving under here, reported by the line service, under 52. All right, keep it moving here with the Braves on the road. Charlie Morton here going up against Veloso of the Marlins. And for Morton here, look, he hasn't been very profitable. He'll cost you here probably a quarter unit a game the way it's going with him so far. Weak prices. Braves aren't getting anything done here in their chase in the postseason right now. They're still 2 games in back of the Mets and Arizona. So I don't know. I still think this might be an okay situation. I wouldn't recommend it as a premium play, but I'm going to try the Braves here on the run line against Miami. Belozo's been okay, right? With some of his numbers here, 3.7 ERA, and the Marlins are 5-6 with him on the mound. So, not terrific, but Morton's numbers he's got an ERA of 4 right now. He has gone under in 16 of 27 decisions so far. I'm going to end up taking the Braves here on the run line in this one. They need these wins, and they're minus $1.20 here, laying the run and a half today. So I'm on them. I'm going to take this favorite here and lay the chalk in this one. The minus. Nobody likes it. But we're in the chat, maybe they do. Thomas is on the over here in this one. Art Thompson is with me on the Braves run line. Luis is on the over. And Ray says, you know what? After giving up 20 runs yesterday against a good hitting team like the Dodgers, maybe they can be in there this time against a weak hitting team like the Braves. Ray says, take the over in this one. All right. Big time ball game here with the Phillies and the Mets playing another one tonight. We saw yesterday another strong performance, I thought, for the Mets. We had them. That was we had a consensus winner. That was another consensus winner yesterday with the Mets. Yesterday, I did give out the over here with that game. And, well, I think here you do have a bit of a pitching mismatch. It feels like Peterson's just been on a roll here. Really turned out to be a really, really good situation here with Peterson. He's got his ERA at 2.86 right now in this one, and 9-2 record. 14-5 are the Mets with Peterson on the mound. For Christopher Sanchez, 3.24 ERA, pretty good. He's gone under in 16 of 27 decisions here, so not terrible here. I'm going to take the under here in this one for sure. I think we got pretty decent pitching matchup with these two, and we're looking at a 7.5 here. Juice to the under for sure. In fact, I'm showing some square books already moving to 7 over 25 or so. So something to keep in mind right now in this one. Total does seem to be moving towards the under here. I think there'll be maybe some support for the Phillies in this one, but let me see if I can update that line right now. The Mets are definitely favored now. Minimum $1.15. I would think at some square shops. I'm showing $1.18 at Bovada, and some of the sharp shops very, very close, but still looks like they're favoring the Mets here just slightly at this point. So Mets are gaining favoritism here. I'm going to take the under as my play in this one, but this feels like one of the featured, if not the best featured matchup of the night. And your picks are in this one. Luis is on the Mets here. Thomas is on the Mets. Our Top says, I'm going to try the Phillies in this one. Ray says, give me the under. First 5 in this one. That's it. All right. Twins and Red Sox with David Festa here going up against Robert Fitz in this one. And well, he'll give him fits right now, but he lost his first start with the Red Sox, but Festa hasn't been very good either. He's lost plenty of games so far. Mets are 4-7 with Festa on the Twins are 4-7 with Festa on the mound. He's got a 2-6 record overall and a 5.07 ERA. Now Fitz has made 2 starts, and Boston has lost them both, but he's hasn't given up a run in those 2 starts. I believe he's just an opener here for these guys right now in this one. So what do you have here with the Twins and the Red Sox here? I probably want to just that 9 under 20 or so now, 8.5 at DraftKings, 8.5 at Bovada. If I'm going to give out the under here, I'm going to have to at least update it and put it. I can put 8.5, 8.5 over, maybe 150. I'll just put 8.5. It feels like this one's really going down here right now. I can't sell you on these 2 starting pitchers here, but I'm going to be on the under here tonight as my play. I was considering it as a premium, but I'm not sure on the side here at this point. Let's see what you guys have with the Twins and the Red Sox. Oops. Do I do that every day? Hit my elbow on this computer now for 3 straight days. Something is amiss. All right. Okay, here we go. Twins with Luis, and our Thompson is on the Twins. Hello to Tariq in the chat today. Might be going with the Twins here. Joseph is on the over. Thomas says he likes the under in this one. So do I. Thomas, so do I. Juice is on the under, but Fernando's on the over. So doesn't feel like anything going there with us here. Let's keep on moving. Next up with the Mariners. Taking on the Rangers here with George Kirby on the mound in this one, going up against Jacob deGrom. Get our deGrom fix here towards the end of the season. And did lose that first game out of the books here, certainly right now. Didn't give up a run in that game. Looked pretty okay, I thought, but also wasn't really overpowering. I don't think he struck anybody out. So for Kirby here, comes in with a 3.62 ERA this season. And the widely reported steam did come in on the under here. Another Seattle game. You're probably going to see this total drop into 7. Yeah, it's 7 everywhere. 7, maybe juice to the over, but I'm seeing a lot of 7 flats here even right now. So can you stomach another under here? Hey, a little college football steam been rolling in here. Kansas and West Virginia over 58. I'm seeing it here right now. A game being reported as steaming to the over tomorrow. Kansas and West Virginia over 58. Widely reported steam right here, right now on the morning steam. All right, back here, Mariners and the Rangers. Widely reported steam did come in on the under. Feels like I want to go under with it, but man, it's all the way at 7 now. But that's why I'll take it. Can't do a premium here, but these does seem like these Mariner games right now with their bats. Now maybe mostly at home that's the case, but I'm going to try the under here at 7 in this one. What do you guys have? Mariners and Rangers. It's going to be Luis, Texas, first 5. Darren says he's got the under. Oh, that was on the Twins game there. Our Tom's Rangers, first 5. Thomas says Rangers on the money line here with DeGrom. Next up, the Diamondbacks and Zach Gallen on the road here, going up against the Brewers and Colin Ray. Widely reported steam did come in on the over here. Right now, I'm showing the total at, eight under 15, right what you see on screen there. And the Diamondbacks, yeah, they're about $1.20 or so here with Gallen, a 3.61 ERA so far this season. He's gone over in 14 of 25 decisions overall. Colin Ray, he's gone over in 13 of 22 decisions. Milwaukee, 17 and 8 with Colin Ray as the starter this season. Both guys, Gallen 12 and 6 record, Colin Ray 12 and 5 record. Ray has a 4.14 earned run average this season, but he's been pretty profitable for the Brewers. You can trust Colin Ray, it feels like, and I want to go with him here. I want to take the Brewers in this one. Yeah, we went with the hangover angle yesterday and got it right with the Diamondbacks here on the show, but felt like everybody was kind of on them for the most part. I'm going to come back with the Brewers, though, actually, here at even money today against Zach Gallen. And Thomas is going to be on Arizona. So is R. Tomps. Rays with me on the Brewers. Luis is on the Diamondbacks. Tariq says go with the Diamondbacks. Maybe go over. Fernando likes what we were saying about Colin Ray. He knows. He's a Brewers man. And maybe Colin Ray can have some postseason magic here. Diamondbacks, of course, won that game yesterday. Yep. Okay. And Darren on the over. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Angels and Astros here with Tyler Anderson on the mound going up against Justin Verlander. Wow. What a pitching mismatch for the Angels. I wouldn't want to. I don't know if I'm really into Justin here at this point with his 5.2 ERA. Anderson's been just fine. It's been one of the bright spots really for the Angels. 3.6 ERA gives them a chance every time, man. The Angels, as weak as they've been, they're 14 and 15 with Anderson on the mound. I'm willing to take the Angels here on the run line in this one against Verlander. Anderson been very, very profitable this season. He'll get you about a half a unit every game right now, the way his numbers have been so far in his 29 starts. So even though they're just 14 and 15, that he's been a big time profitable pitcher here. And I'm going to end up with Anderson here going up against the Astros. Widely reported steam did come in on the under. I wasn't too sure of that. So just give me the Angels. I'm going to take a shot with the Angels here on the run line today. Luis is on the Astros. Thomas says give him the over. And I'll try the Angels here. Yesterday we did have the premium pick winner, no doubt, on the Astros. We were on the Astros yesterday, and I did give out. I think I went with my late baseball on the free picks there on Winnable yesterday, and I think they were pretty good actually. We sent out yesterday on the Winnable app. We sent out Pirates Cardinals under was a winner yesterday. We also sent out Yankees Mariners. Oh, did that one stay under? Oh, I think it did. And this under on the Angels game yesterday with the Astros. So, okay. Move on here, I think. Let's see what we got. The Astros do kind of own these guys right now, no doubt about it. But I'm going to be on the Angels here. R. Tomps on the Astros. Tariq says, maybe you're onto something here, Ramon. But no doubt the Astros have won 6 of the last 7 games between these two teams right now. 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two have gone under. We'll see. All right, here's the Giants. Here with Black going up against the Royals and Kyle Gibson here. Giants will be piecing it together. Another a bullpen experience for the Giants, it feels like, in this one. For Kyle Gibson, we could talk more certainly about him. Gibson, 3.29 ERA. He's gone under in 16 of 27 starts, and the Royals are 16 and 11 with Waka here on the mound. Did I say the right? Did I say the right team here with Kansas City at home? With I got it. Okay, that's got to fix the graphic here. Okay, Giants and Royals with Waka. There we go. Sorry about that, gang. There we go. Now we got it right. Anyways, Waka here, 3.29 ERA this season, and the Royals 16 and 11 with Waka on the mound. Black so far, 6 starts. He's 0 and 4. Giants are 2 and 4 with him opening, and it does have a 6.75 ERA in this one. He's he goes a little bit deep here, but man, I don't know. I don't know if the Giants are going to be able to do as much offensively. I don't know if I trust them in this game. And with that total at 8.5, I'm going to end up probably with the under here with these two. Let's see if you guys have anything here. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two have gone under. The Royals have gone under in 6 of their last 7 games. Here's Luis is going to be on Kansas City. Thomas is on Kansas City. And Tariq's on Kansas City. Fernando's on the Royals on the run line. Ray says Giants first 5 for him. And that might be it from the chat here, but I'm going to grab the under in this one with San Francisco and Kansas City. All right. Did I make sure? Let me see now. Did I mess that up with the make sure I didn't leave out the Cardinals there against the Guardians. I think that's where I might have meshed those games up. Every day it's something, huh? You know, I never used to mess up my graphics. It's nobody's fault but mine. But for some reason, since we've been here for 2 weeks, every day I have a mess up. Okay, here we go. I think I got this one right here now. Guardians and Lively, and the Cardinals and Gibson. Thomas is going to be mad that I tried to leave off the Guardians here. Okay. There we go. Gibson here about $1.20 or so going up against Lively. And hey, I don't want to forget the Guardians because I want them here in this one tonight. I'm going to take Cleveland. They've won 5 of their last 6 here right now. Cardinals have been okay at home. They've won 5 of their last 6 games here in this one. They got Gibson going, but Lively's been pretty good, and I might trust him more here on the road. A 3.87 ERA overall right now, and the Guardians 17 and 10 with Lively on the mound. The Cardinals with Gibson 4.11. He's got that 4.11 ERA so far. He has gone over in 17 of 26 totals decisions here this season, but I'm just going to end up taking the Guardians, I think, in this matchup with St. Louis tonight. And Joe says, didn't they party like, you know what, Joe, really here, I think, you know, with the Guardians situation, let me take a look at what right now, they have big time concerns, right? Because they are now tied with the Yankees. I think the focus has to be there right now in this one. They've really, you know, they've clinched that spot. I mean, that's official and everything, but still, nonetheless, not quite the division title. So I think that's what you wait for. You're happy, you're in, but you're still trying to chase down the Yankees for that top spot. So I still believe right now the Guardians have as much focus as they possibly could have here in this one. Cardinals aren't dead yet either. They're hanging on by a thread still. Okay, Thomas is on Cleveland. Oh, he says, look at this. All these Guardians are already here. Luis on Cleveland. Our Tom said the over. Juice on the Guardians. And Thomas says, you know what? We're going Guardians on the consensus play here. And I'm on them too. So let's roll with the Guardians on the road here against the Cards. All right. Fernando likes the under in that one with Lively and Gibson. All right. A few more here. I hope I didn't miss any of these now. I'm really, double checking here my log. Yankees and Garrett Cole going up against the Athletics and TJ Ginn. We already talked about the steam that came in there on the under in this one. And we've definitely been taking our shots with the A's for a couple of months now, but not tonight. I've got to try Cole here, I think, as a favorite against the A's now in this one. Saw the Yankees struggle there last night against the Mariners yesterday, but I'm going to try him here to get this run line against TJ Ginn. Ginn has a 4.94 ERA so far, and the A's are just 1-3 with Ginn on the mound. Cole now ERA 3.97 overall for Cole, but I'm going to try him here still. I think Cole for a strong outing here. The steam came in on the under, and I listed there at 8/20, but showing right now, Bet Online has moved to 7.5 over 22. So this one continues to see pressure here to the under right now. I'm just going to take the Yankees on the run line tonight as my play here on the morning steam. Let's take a look here and see what the chat has going. Thank you to AOD in the chat here. I want to say hello also to Skunt Blaster here today. Thank you very much for being here. Got some tennis action. I believe this might be some challenger action there. I don't know if I got down that low. I might have some plays I can still. Again, I got some plays out on the Winnable app. Join me out there right now for a few more tennis selections that I have here. I almost want to check on my plays that I had going. We were having a pretty good morning here. And wow, they're in the third set here with Hartono and Huntama. And I've got my play here on Hartono leading 2-1, though, on serve right now, third set. So it's going to be a thriller here. Got Labor Cup over here. I'm going to have to get it up there on one of the screens. I'll probably miss it by the time we get off the show here also. Let's see. Couple more matches coming up here. I got Siegmund over Masarova. That one's going to go off here in about 40 minutes. And that was it. And Labor Cup going on. I don't have any plays in the Labor Cup, but it is a pretty fun competition here. Keep an eye on that. Yankees run line here for Luis. Thomas says the A's. Tariq on the A's. Our Tom says Yankees first 5 on the run line. And Tariq says, Soto got an injury here right now, and you want to take care of this guy, obviously. North Carolina State taking some steam right now, 19.5 I'm showing right now. Yeah, Soto's going to be a big-time question mark here in this one. Doesn't look good here, actually, for his status here with that knee injury. So going to be a big question mark tonight. All right, I'll still take the Yankees here, and this one is my free play. Robert Franklin says take the Yankees in this one. All right, and next up here, you got the White Sox, Garrett Crochet, going up here now against Joe Musgrove and the Padres. And, well, maybe the Padres here might be in a pretty good position. It feels like everything's on a roll right now for San Diego and really get a chance here. Maybe they can do something with playing the White Sox. They play down to their competition sometimes, but man, this one feels like a pretty good spot. The widely reported steam did come in on the under, and right now it's heavily juiced to the under. We might even see some 6.5s out there. It feels like it's heavily juiced 7 under 20. I'm going to take the under tonight in this one with the Padres and the White Sox with Musgrove and Crochet here. I think the Padres probably can even get a run line here, and maybe the game will just be 4-1 or so. Padres with a low scoring victory here against the White Sox tonight in San Diego. 5 of the last 6 meetings have gone under between these two. Padres have won 5 of their last 6. White Sox have been obviously playing pretty okay here last few days. They had the day off yesterday, I believe. See what you got here, if anything. Want to say hello to Kelly in the chat, talking Yankees baseball. Luis says, take the Padres. Tariq is on the Padres. R. Tom says, give me White Sox game first 5 to go under. And I think Thomas is saying he's going to parlay the Padres with the Astros and the Dodgers. Hello to Justin today. All right. I think we got one more here, and that'll pretty much do it for the show today. Well, I got a couple of games in the Carla Football League I'll throw out a few plays on. Here's the Rockies taking on the Dodgers in this one with Freeland on the mound going up against Robleski. The Dodgers in these starting pitching woes here right now. This is actually probably the matchup I'm going to try the Rockies here. I'm not, I'm anti-Dodger. That's not why. Just Freeland certainly has been pretty interesting this year. He's not great. We know that, but against Robleski here, I know Buehler was listed. Maybe he gets an opener here. Let me see what the situation is right now with the Dodgers. I'm showing Robleski maybe in there. Maybe Buehler does get some action here in this one. And I'm just going to take the Rockies on the run line. That's what I'll do. See what the price is there. Plus 1.5 at about a pick 'em. And I'm going to try the Rockies here in this one. For Freeland here, 4.89 ERA. Rockies 11-8 with Freeland on the mound. So just competitive. He's very profitable, no doubt about it. He wins at about 0.4 units per start this season. So you're always getting your money's worth here with this guy. And I'm going to try the Rockies actually to on the handicap. See what you guys have. Show's about over. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Kind of a short show, Justin. Yeah, we didn't have a lot to talk about here. Maybe what's this steam here? Minnesota and Boston total under right now, getting steamed here. Line Service reports it. Hey, I went with the under already in that game. A couple of us did in the chat. So here's a move to the under. Twins and Red Sox heading down to 8.5 right now. Here on the morning steam. All right. And no doubt here the Rocky, we're going to go play the Dodgers. Whoopee. That was incredible what we saw from Ohtani. It feels like he's not even getting his just due to a certain extent, doesn't it? Feels like, I mean, I know we blew it up out of proportion, not out of proportion at all, but doesn't seem like there was a big run up to it or anything. Now, the performance, that he had yesterday was unprecedented in that one game, but to do it in the game where he made the 50-50 mark, that is just going to add to his lore and make it unforgettable. R. Tom's on the Rockies. Luis is on the Rockies. Robert says, give me the Rockies first 5 on the money line. And Thomas, let's see. Ray says Rockies first 5 and full game. I think what Kelly's saying there is maybe even a little bit of hangover in the Dodgers. 20 runs yesterday. Got to be celebrating your man. They're all, it's still a big battle here, no doubt, because of my Padres still trying to chase them down. They're 4 back right now, so they can't let down. All right, that might do it, everybody. Here, I'll pop up these Canadian Football League games. Just got a couple of plays, and look at these consensus plays here. We've got the Nationals on the run line, Detroit on the run line, and the Guardians on the money line. Is that it? Just 3 plays, but we're always fair. All right. I think that's it. All right, couple games here I'm going to look at in the CFL. The Tiger Cats are going to take on the Argos here in this one. Let's take a look here. You got the Cats. They've been covering some games here of late. In fact, I think they've covered three in a row here all of a sudden. So wake up the Cats. Toronto, man, this offense should be in pretty good position here against Hamilton. Now, Hamilton is okay in some games, it feels like, even on the road on defensively. Let me see here. But man, look at this. Kadeem Carey. Oh man, he's ticketed for a big game tonight. These receivers also, you just gotta wonder. Kelly, he should roll this right now the way he's going. He had 268 yards in his last game. He had the 463 yards in the loss. Remember, they've lost two out of the four games that Kelly's been back here. So pretty high number. I'm going to try Hamilton here +6 against Toronto today. I know handicappers, I've seen handicappers recommending the over here. Maybe that is based on what Toronto's going to do. But, Butler for Hamilton, the back, who's been doing pretty good this year. Toronto is pretty good against the run. So they might have to rely a little bit more on the pass with Bo Levi Mitchell. I'm going to take the Tiger Cats +6. Saskatchewan and Calgary. I'm going to take the over here. Oh, man, is it? Let me see what it is. Okay, it's 51. Make sure that. Yeah, it's 51 or so. Man, Saskatchewan, they always used to have trouble here in Calgary, but right now this offense is pretty interesting here for the Rough Riders with Trevor Harris at quarterback, and they've got Keyshawn Johnson, receiver. They're performing really well. I'm going to go over here with Calgary at home against the Rough Riders. Look, Mayer, he's been a disappointment so far. There's no doubt about it, and he hasn't really clicked with these guys quite yet. But if Mills can just do a good job running the ball, I'm going to take the over with Saskatchewan and Calgary tonight in the CFL. We'll be watching a little CFL on a slow night like tonight with the college games going. All right, Kelly's going to bounce back here with the little Ellie. I thought it was going to be a prop, but she says, watch for Ellie to get his 100th career steal. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me. Join me tomorrow. We're going to have a huge show with college football, 2 hours of nonstop, 2.5 hours, should I say, of nonstop college football talk. Yeah, we'll throw in the baseball picks as well. We'll try to find some other spots in there, but just want to make sure we talk college football tomorrow all show long. Please come get ready with me, preview a bunch of games, and we'll pick a bunch of games too here on the Morning Steam. Appreciate it. Don't forget, check me out over there at Winnable. Get more plays from me here, including my premium plays today in Major League Baseball and college football tonight. This is how you support me on the channel. Click on the QR code in the upper right-hand corner of the screen and sign up to my free packages. You would have went 4-0 last night in baseball from Japan and Taiwan. And we're rolling some tennis winners here as well. And we're going to have more tennis tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be tough. We'll see how deep we can get in the tennis with that college football. It's all about college football tomorrow. If you sign up for that free package, you're going to get plenty of college football picks. And, of course, with the subscription picks, you're going to get probably a couple dozen there. So use the promo code STEAM, save 20% on my premium pick packages over there. You can get it right on your phone. And just get all my plays. You can set up the notifications. Basically, you come on here, you join me, we set you up for the day, and then I roll out my other plays here later on. So, all right. Appreciate everyone here joining me on the Morning Steam. Don't forget, today, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. It'll be Mikey M with pre-gaming. Get you ready for the excitement of the primetime action tonight with Major League Baseball and college football. And that'll be it. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining me here on the Morning Steam. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.